So on the way there, you can tell that the city is not quite as dirty as the places on Tatooine, but it still looks like there's quite an amount of criminal behavior going on here. So it's not the safest place to be walking, but you're not exactly Girl Scouts yourselves, right?
Right.
That's right.
Well, the only reason why I'm
kill for
asking
fun.
so more about the surroundings is because something that Vin Lana said at the end of her transmission. She had made comment about us making sure that we were well refreshed, like clean the dust and the stink off of you before you have this meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you just made the trip from wherever you're coming from. In our real world time, it took like 5 minutes, but in the time of their universe, it would have taken you longer to get there.
Yeah.
So you've just been on the ship for a few days. We know you need to relax. Come on in. We'll get you a drink. We'll talk.
All right.
Yeah, all right. That's what's up. I want a space burger, some space fries, and a space shake!
It's not the Jetsons role playing.
It's a $5 shake.
Get this man some Pepto-Bismol!
Spaceballs.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, hey, let's get to the Paradise Cantina.
All right, sounds good.
Get JB a nice glass of space wine.
Sounds great.
Okay. So
he can space navigate again.
I got my weapons on.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Definitely have my weapons on and my good vest.
We weren't told exactly who our contact was or who was going to come get us.
No.
Well, and even if they did, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
let's say they're looking for you. So
My character, he didn't pay attention.
Yeah, let's head in.
Somebody's holding up a sign that says Kuwata.
JB.
JB.
Actually, at least it doesn't say tracks there. You're in deep shit.
I know. Oops.
All right. The interior of the cantina that you just entered is dim and smells of smoke and distilled drinks. So it's still cantina eat. Though the Paradise is furnished like any other cantina in any other Outer Rim starport, there's your answer, there is a subtle buzz of business in the air. The patrons seem to concentrate more on their hushed conversations than your drinks. So as you stand in the entryway, your eyes adjusting from the gloom to the nice darkly lit cantina. So from dark to dark, a male Twi'lek in a crisp brown suit approaches you. You've come to see Venlana, Crispy. I will take you to Venlana. The Twi'lek turns on his heels and walks slowly towards the rear of the cantina.
Just follow.
Let's follow him. Go ahead, Captain. You first. I'll bring up the rear.
All right, I walk, hand blaster slung low on the hip, hand close by, following the guy out. I want to check, checking my lefts and my rights as we're walking, just to make sure everyone in the cantina is still completely into their own
P's and Q's.
Yeah, watching their own hushed, whispered conversations, making sure no one's not eyeballing us, because we just walked in and we're walking right back out. You know what I mean?
You're not walking back out. You're walking towards the back of the...
wherever we're...
You just walked in, and now you're following the guy to the back of the cantina, so you don't look any more suspicious than anybody else in here. But of course, it's good to be aware.
Just trying to be aware, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been in this business for a long time.
I've been in this business for 2 weeks.
Exactly. At this point, you're still safe from them. You're not going to open the door and find Darth Vader at a dinner table quite yet.
Nice of you to join us.
Barely on the Empire's radar at this point.
Yeah, we'll save the pants pooping moment for considerably later if that would happen. We're out of our league. But in this case, you're okay. The room beyond the metal door is lit by a series of carved crystal globes hanging from the ceiling.
Nice.
A large conference table dominates the center of the room, surrounded by comfortable-looking chairs. To your left, a bar gleams with glasses and a wide array of bottles. So you're in the VIP room of this cantina.
Nice. This is nice. This is real nice, Eddie.
I make my way over to the bar, grab a glass and a drink. Is there a bartender there, or is it serve yourself?
Just grab your own.
All right. Then I want to make my way, sit down into the plush, comfy seats. Not quite kicking my heels up on the table, but
definitely getting comfy.
Definitely getting comfy, waiting almost with that, giving off the swagger of the devil may care, whatever. The role that you have, playing the role that you have to play.
You were Captain Malling it, to throw in another franchise. Right?
Captain Mal, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, Venlana stands to greet you, a welcoming smile on her lips. At last, she says, inviting you with a gesture to refresh yourselves at the bar, even though you already have. I thought this day would never come. Your reputation certainly precede you. You're not certain whether that comment about your reputation is a compliment or a veiled insult.
Yeah, I'm going to smile at her, and casually tip my hat to her as well, in the signature of, and your reputation as well precedes you.
As you're doing that, the Twi'lek bodyguard goes over to the door, and he's just standing there with his back against the door, so no one can come in watching what's going on.
This motherfucker.
A raised eyebrow from Kuwata gives me the head to keep on my toes.
So,
all right, so now that you're here, just for coming in to meet with me, I'm going to give each of you 500 credits, so you know that we're not fooling around here. So whether or not you take the job, these are for you. Here's 500 apiece.
wow, it's not like for me to immediately start
Is that real money?
adding to the credits here. My credit box is so small, though.
Genetics.
Right here,
Yeah.
acquired credits.
Acquired credits. Okay.
Give you spot for you.
That's what happens there. All right.
Right.
So, then Ms. Lana.
Is that one?
It's all
I
one.
think
It's all one word.
I like to call people what I call them. So,
No, that's fine.
So, Ms. Lana, now that we're here and we're at a more customary in-person type conversation, would you mind giving us the details here on this little job?
Certainly. While some losses in transit are expected and accounted for, the Zan Consortium's shipments have been unusually beset by pirates of late. After some investigating, we've uncovered the identity of these criminals, a band of brigands referred to as the Veiled Sorority. Despite the name, it does not discriminate by gender or even species. However, only females are permitted to assume positions of leadership within the organization. We are interested in bringing this band of pirates to its knees, and to do this, we're issuing a bounty for its leader, referred to as the Queen. Beyond her title, we have been unable to get any information on her identity, location, background. She's a blank. If you guys take this contract, it'll be your responsibility to bring her to us, dead or alive, with proof that it is indeed the Queen that you have.
Well, Ms. Lana, there's always, it's been in my experience that sometimes these shadow organizations, they like to have a make-believe head figure, so someone's always looking for the big boogeyman, but the boogeyman is really the sum of all of its parts. But with that being said, I would throw out there that if there is a queen, we will acquire this. And, bounty hunting is a complicated profession, so we can bring her in cold or we can bring her in hot.
Oh, whichever works, as long as you bring her in. We're very tired of suffering these losses.
Well, you know what they say. Capture a snake by cutting off its head. Queen is the head, cut it off.
Sounds perfect.
No, I don't think that's the actual.
That's not it. All right, I just made up something new.
Rail, let me.
You want to do some talking on this?
Don't worry about the hyperbole. You just sit there and look menacing.
Well, right, wait, hold
like
on.
we can do shit.
All right.
I don't remember asking you a damn thing.
No, it's by your knees.
But other than the Queen, these raids that are happening to, is there any particular sector? Is there any particular hyper lane or anything that gets hit more often than others?
Well, we keep the shipments and the routes fairly secret, so it's not like they should be able to know what's going on, and we're not sure how they're picking off the ships in the first place. It's been going on for about a month, and it seems like it's random, but they seem to be coming on steady intervals. So there's an attack coming soon. We're almost certain, and we're trying to cut them off before they get to another one.
Nothing is ever random. Would you mind assisting my man over here with maybe just some of your former routes that you've taken? Maybe we can work backwards to get forward.
What was that? I wasn't paying attention.
Don't worry,
We'll gladly share our data of recent events with you, sure.
I have one question. Is that bar unlimited, or do we have to pay for ones after the first one?
It's on the house.
All right.
Courtesy of the Zan Consortium, of course.
Well, we don't want to take up any more of your time, Miss Lana. Is there any way that, if we do need to contact you, is there any particular way you would like this, or do you want us just to meet you back here at said time?
I'll give you my data connection code so you can get to a more secure channel than the one I posted out there on the wide net. So, you can get in touch with me just about any time you need to, although I usually can't speak for very long.
That's fine. Well, we'll take what we have right here, and we'll go ahead and get this done.
Cool. Did you guys want to know how much it pays?
I mean, we would like to know that. Yes.
You're like the
I mean, I was gonna try to be real
money-focused
cool
bounty
about it,
hunters
but
if anyone I've ever seen. I like that. Yeah.
I thought you had already said that, and I just that's real.
He got the dollar signs in his eyes like Uncle Scrooge and just lost track of things.
Dude, I mean, I had a cocktail. I got $500. I'm thinking,
hey, job's over.
Should roll a point, see if she decides to screw you hard or not, right?
Yeah.
Like, these guys will do this shit for 500 in drinks. It's on.
Ended up costing us money.
Okay.
No, but seriously, we're not those kind of people here. We believe in doing business the proper way. The Zan Consortium is prepared to offer each member of your crew 10,000 credits for successful.
We'll take
$10,000.
Minus the 500 we already gave you, of course.
It's like
No problem.
Of course, if you do
shit.
an exceptional job, we might even be able to come up with some additional funds beyond that. And if if you're ridiculously good, hey, maybe you would have a position in our organization. But there's a lot of people fighting for that ahead of you.
Okay. Well,
All right.
like I said, Miss Lana, we got what we need right now. We'll go ahead and start working on this.
All right. Well, here, let me give you the only amount of data I can give you to get you started here.
Yeah.
So she removes a small data pad from her pocket, turns it on, takes a look at things, says, "Okay, your first lead is an individual named Graf Lind."
Oh, I
Pause
know
here.
who that is.
Oh, you're familiar with this guy, all right. He was one of the sorority's brigands until he lost favor with them 6 years ago. They almost killed him. He managed to get away, but we found him. We know where he is, living in the ghetto, hiding in the slums.
Is Graf Lind, is he ex-Imperial?
He is ex-pirate.
Ex-pirate.
If he might have been an Imperial before, we don't keep track that far back.
Okay.
His information is definitely outdated, but he might have valuable intel.
All right.
The second
Let's go shake
lead,
him down. Oh shit, there's more than one.
there's more than one. You've got a batch of data. The second lead is Krizo Wasanti.
I love that with rice on the side.
It's tasty stuff. He's a fence who operates his business near the starport. He came to our attention when he attempted to sell one of our agents our own goods, stolen from one of the recent raids. He must have some connection to the pirates.
He's an
obviously. He's
kind of
not the
stuff.
smartest guy on the ship, so
Yeah.
it should be pretty easy to maybe get something from him. But also a shady individual. I wouldn't just trust him, and he probably is going to give you a bunch of crap. So, always the fun you get to have, and that's why we're hiring you instead of doing this ourselves, right?
I had a feeling.
Nah,
The last lead. Now this one's a little bit trickier, but the last lead isn't a person as much as a resource. Our slicers uncovered a data node called Sororinet. it's supposed to be used for scheduling tours of the rugged lands of Seleucami, blah blah blah. But the name sounds a bit suspicious since we're chasing the sorority. So the security is a bit high for a tourism outfit. If anybody in your team has any expertise in slicing, you might be able to learn more there.
Yeah. Don't give anything away.
Well, no, I'm not. I didn't do it in the game. He's pointing at him.
I'm just saying. All right, Miss Long.
And with that,
Do you have anything else?
she's eager to leave and let you on your way. So.
All right. Grab the bottle.
That was $10,000, right?
Well, we get paid after we do the job. JB, grab the bottle, and we will.
The booze. Take some
Go ahead.
booze.
All right. So we're starting
her
to head
and the
towards-
bodyguard have both walked out. So if you want to steal all the alcohol, you go right ahead.
Okay.
Get the blue one.
So first things first, I want to step back over to the spaceport, see if they can do any of the repairs and all that stuff to our ship that we need done.
No.
We'll get
That's been going on while you're doing this.
Oh, that's been going on while
Hey,
we're doing this.
Awesome.
So is that under the $75 a day or 75 credit a day?
Minor repairs could be, but anything if there was anything serious going on, they'll probably hit you with a bill. But you guys just got paid, so whatever.
Yeah.
Do I have a hollow pad?
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
have slicer
take a look
tools.
at the Sororinet. Look it up. Just see if it pops up. It said it was a tourist thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it'll
I'm
pop
gonna
right up.
check it out.
And then
Excuse me.
see, after you look at it, then see what's it really hitting for.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna hack into it right away. I just want to look and see what's on the surface, what it is.
And while we're doing that, why don't we go ahead and stop by my old buddy Graff's place? Graff Lynn.
Graff Lind. Any relation to Paul Lind?
Oh, Sammy.
That's what she said.
Well, there wasn't, but now that you mention it. Right, as you look up the Sororinet, which you get is the website, the hollow equivalent of a website for a business called SaluQuest Overland Adventures. So it's offering tours of the remote regions of the planet, taking tourists out to places they normally wouldn't be able to go, trips around the crater, tourist stuff.
Okay. I'll wait till I get back to shipwrights trying to hack this thing. I doubt I can do much with just all of that.
That's all right, baby.
So first things I'm thinking is we're gonna
You're gonna shake down Graff Lind?
We're gonna shake down Graff Lynn. He's an old man.
Is he?
Sure, why not?
All right.
You're older than us. We're kids.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, when you're 25, a guy who's 35 is an old man.
Indeed. Well, here, I'll give you the. We'll give you here's your old buddy at work here.
Yeah,
Ah,
there he is.
nice robes.
I see a cane. That's the old man.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right.
So let's go ahead and find him first.
So do I have to click back on that sharing thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, we always have to do that just so when he sees us, we know.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Do we have tracking? How do we get in touch with this Graff Lind? Is he on this planet?
I'm gonna look him up on HoloNet and see if he's listed.
Yeah, he's on the plane. He's on world.
See if he's got his address or anything listed.
Yeah, both of these guys are on world.
One Hut Way.
Okay.
Yeah, if you head to the area, the slum area there, you'll be able to find him pretty
Yeah.
easly.
That's what it is.
Oh, good.
That's what it is. So we make our way to the ghettos, to the
Short dog. I don't like it here.
any people around?
There's ghetto people everywhere, right? This is the slum area of this, so there are people all over the place that all look sort of disheveled and reasonably poor. Some of the doors have big black X's on them. Some of them looks like it's been painted there several times.
X's
So
for
there's sort of, you've got like a gang area going on here.
Oh,
Okay.
the Malcolms.
Yeah, again, probably not the safest place to be wandering around, but you can handle things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walk up to one of the first neighborhood people that I see.
Tell us we're going with this!
You know.
Oh man, Graf, man, he's right over there, man. That dude, he's either out stealing something or he's in there passed out drunk. You know, right there with the big old X on the door, man. You can't miss it. Now, can you put me down, please?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive.
Hey.
But it's all right.
Sometimes you gotta break some eggs.
Sometimes you gotta, it's the only way to make an omelet.
I'm saying.
Adonis, pull yourself together.
Come on, let's get in the car.